machine that executes at the highest level.
That's where we focus on billions of dollars of real estate.
The chasing business, now all of a sudden I was attracting it.
You're going to get a lot of no's before you get that first yes.
You're not doing consistently.
You're everywhere all the time. People will take you.
You have to outproduce your problems.
It has everything to do with the mindset and the discipline.
Don't try to be making a withdrawal before you've made a deposit.
Focusing on the quality, not the quantity.
Continue to move forward and grow.
What is up, Every Agent Wins fam? Today we have another fantastic show. We have a digital marketing icon, Mr. Grant Wise, owner of Witly. Grant has been on Grant Cardone's network, also been on stages with the iconic Gary Vee. We're going to be talking today about client generation, not lead generation. There is a difference. Closing is client generation, lead generation. Anybody can get you a name, phone, and email. All right, so we're going to also be talking about building marketing funnels, automating your online business, converting online leads, video follow-ups. We have a big show for you today, and also building relationships through video. So let's get to this after these messages.
So you're a new agent. You don't know where to start. You've done typical agent things like cold calling.
Have you ever thought of selling your home? Hello? Tom?
Hi, looking to sell your home?
And doing open houses. You're not making any progress. So you download the Bellwood Agent and you follow directions provided. You find a seller. Bellwood likes the house. Within a few days, you get an accepted contract. You show the house. Bellwood buys the house. You get paid. You relist the property once flipped. You sell the property. You get paid again. You did this with no knowledge or experience. Rinse and repeat.
Hey, Tom, still looking to sell your home? Bellwood's buying.
What's up? What's going on, everybody? This is Ronnie, and this is the Every Agent Wins show. Today, we got a digital marketing king in the real estate space. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Grant Wise. What's going on, my friend? How are you?
I'm like a brick of gold, man. Thanks for having me.
Oh, dude, I love it, man. You're crushing it, man. I see your ads all over the place. I'm excited to talk to you a little bit about Witly. But yeah, this guy's been on Grant Cardone, been with Gary Vee. If you don't know them, you are probably not in the real estate space. So you're killing it, man. So I want to talk to you a little bit about, tell me what your journey is, because I know you didn't always do digital marketing. Where did you start? How did you get to where you're at? And then we can drop into to Witly and how it can add value to this network.
Yeah, man. Thanks again for having me. Long story short, I dropped out of college when I was 19. I got into the construction industry, made some mistakes, ended up, starting a real estate company when I was about 21, and ended up after that in bankruptcy at 23. Had learned some hard life lessons, sure. And ultimately ended up deciding that, one of my jobs within our real estate company was recruiting. I would travel the country and I would recruit agents to our business model, and had some success doing it, but I learned that, ultimately the agent doesn't want more money. They want to understand how to make more money, which is a very interesting distinction. And so when I left the real estate company, I had decided I would sell my little social media bootcamp program that I had developed. I figured if I couldn't get all these older agents to listen to me about social media and video marketing, all this kind of stuff, I would just go try to see if I couldn't just teach other people on my own. And I had $25 in my name. My wife, the girlfriend at the time, jokes that she's the one that lent me the money maybe that day for
Of course she did.
Yeah. And I put out a Facebook ad and started marketing using some of the strategies that lead generation strategies. And this woman ended up enrolling in our service, paid me $1,000 to learn my course. And I'll never forget, Tanya is one of the most wonderful people on planet Earth. I owe a lot of my success to her decision to, move forward with me. She ended up selling 48 houses the first year that her and I worked together. And What was so cool is that I didn't work with a ton of people that first year I was doing this, but person after person after person was earning over six figures in less than about 8 months, just with one single Facebook ad. And I was blown away by this. And so we packaged it up as an information product and launched a course back in late 2015 that taught real estate agents how to use Facebook ads to generate leads, and it blew up. I mean, we had phenomenal success. Thankfully to the coaches and mentors that I was bringing in that were kind of teaching me how to grow a business. And the next year we doubled the size of our business. I mean, it just kept growing and growing and growing. And it was such a fascinating thing to be a part of, is that we were able to help package up an information product that was helping these agents generate leads and sell more homes and literally just transform the whole life, because now they had opportunity. And it was just a fascinating thing to be a part of. And what we stumbled across was some obstacles along the way, kind of realizing that, our average agent was really restricted by their understanding of how to use technology, at least from a lead generation standpoint. Because to generate leads on Facebook, you had to have landing pages and email drips and text campaigns and all those types of things. And so we were like, surely we could build something that would just do this stuff for people. We didn't want to do it, but surely there was something we could do. And so we launched Witly back on March 31st of 2017 as a SaaS product, a software as a service business that would build their marketing funnels for them, just like boom, in a matter of seconds. And so everybody loved it. We kind of kept it close to our base of customers. We didn't really release it publicly. And we just kept working and fine tuning. About 8 weeks ago, we relaunched the Witly platform as an automated advertising platform. And so now Witly will actually run ads for real estate agents so they can spend less time building ads and more time generating new clients in their business. And so we've just been on this kind of continual path of evolution where, we've started teaching people lead generation strategies, and then we started teaching them remarketing strategies, and we built tools that would do it all for them. And it's just been an incredible ride. I've been able to, as you said, being on some cool stages. I've had shows on Grants Network, spoken at Gary's events, been on the Inmans and the NARS and all the others. And I've enjoyed an excellent reputation of helping real estate agents be successful. We've helped sell billions of dollars of real estate, and we've done it all over the world. And it's just been an absolute blast.
Dude, I think you hit it on the head with that last comment. Is you're helping people, and that is and you're doing it on like the largest stage you can possibly do, which is so cool, dude. And you hit also another thing. You said you talked to me off camera, is the average agent, and I didn't know this, is 56 or 57 years old, and this is a disconnect. I have people that are with me that are on my team and stuff, and they're older, and it's harder for them to get that because they didn't come up in that space. So what you're doing is you're merging that gap with Witly, and I'm loving that, man. I think it's super cool. But I also want you to dive a little bit deeper into what Witly is and what value it can add to the agent.
Yeah. Like I was saying, Witly is an automated advertising platform. To be able to succeed in real estate, you've got to be able to do three simple things: generate leads, build a brand, convert customers. If you can do those three things, you will never have to worry about money in this industry, ever. And we call that, I call it a client generation system. If you can build a client generation system in your business, you can be successful at the highest levels. All you have to do, generate leads, build a brand, convert customers. And so that, in essence, is what the Witly platform does. For agents that don't have lead sources, it helps them generate leads with Facebook ads. For agents that are struggling to convert the leads that they've got coming in, it helps them with video remarketing campaigns. For agents that don't have follow-up systems, drip emails, text, calls, those types of things, scripts, whatever it is, Witly has a lot of pre-built automations into it that allow them to convert at a higher level. But going back to the heart of what we do, we got out of the lead generation business a couple of years ago and kind of created this new category called client generation. What I realized in all of our years of coaching and training is that agents never graded me on my ability to help them get leads. We had a 100% success rate. We never failed. What they graded me on my ability to do was to generate customers for them, commission checks. Mm-hmm. And so evolving that process, we really wanted to create a systematic approach to helping an agent grow their business through client generation. We need to build predictable systems that turn our businesses into client generating machines. If you are not waking up in January 1, 2021, with the understanding of exactly how many homes you're going to sell that month, you have a problem. You have a client generation problem. You don't have predictability, consistability, sustainability. And these are all big issues.
That's the hardest part in this business, right? That's what 100%. 99% of agents deal with is, oh, I'm so high. I got 3 in the pipeline, and then 0. 3.
And what happens is the agent's dilemma, right? Where we are so focused when we get started on generating new clients. It's all we focus on. And what happens? We magically start generating new clients. It's great. And then our attention starts to drift. We start looking the other direction because now we have to service the needs of those clients. But we didn't leave any systems behind to make sure that we always had new customers coming into our company. And that's the biggest problem that I try to help people solve, is creating a systematic way to get leads, a systematic way to build a brand, a systematic way to convert customers. Because if I could clone myself and I had two of me standing right here, hey, Grant number one, you go focus all your attention, all your time, all your energy on generating new clients. Grant number two, you go focus all your attention, all your time, all your energy on servicing the needs of your business. We would grow astronomically. We would never run out of business. We would always be able to consistently produce commission checks. And that's what agents do not currently have the ability to do. That is the problem that I like helping people solve. If we can systematically, like I said, get leads rolling in, if we can systematically be in front of those people every single day, every time they open up their phone on social media, and if we can convert those people when they finally book an appointment with us, we can infinitely and predictably and consistently scale our business. That is what we help people do.
I love it, man. That's such a good saying that you just said was, you're basically built a system to clone that agent so that they can focus their energy on their clients. And then there's more. You've opened the floodgates, so it just keeps coming. I love that, dude. I love it. And I think the biggest problem that real estate agents have, everybody can create leads, right? There's people out there that create leads everywhere. Is what you're doing that's changing the game is that follow-up system. And you've talked to me about a few of the techniques that you use. And I think your main technique is video follow-up. And I know through my experience with video, it's almost impossible if you text somebody or email them a video that they're not going to open it up and start a few seconds of it. It's you're the person that has control, because then you are basically in front of them and you can basically get after them at that point, right? So tell me a little bit more about your follow-up systems.
One of the biggest problems we kept hearing is that I can't convert into leads. Like, nobody's answering my phone. Nobody's responding to my text. Nobody's opening my emails. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm a closer, man. Put me in. If you can get me in front of these people, I will convert the business.
Right.
And so we started thinking of this, like, how can we get our agents in front of their buyers and sellers if the buyer and seller doesn't want to talk to them yet? Well, what we realized is that the buyer and seller hadn't built a relationship with them yet. So how could we create systems where the agent could be in front of them every single day, building a relationship with them without actually ever speaking to them? Video is currently the number one form of communication we have, especially in the COVID times we are living in. If you're not using some form of video marketing, you're literally not getting face-to-face with people based on your belief system. And so what we started doing is helping agents create, like for example, if you create a drip campaign, like a drip email system, right? You got email 1, 2, 3, and it all set up to go out to people. We started helping people create kind of like a video drip system, except it was with video content on social media. So as soon as a lead comes into your system, we would help an agent create like a why video. Why do you sell houses? 90 seconds. Tell me in a video. And that is what the buyer or seller would see as soon as they went back to social media and started scrolling Facebook or Instagram or the Audience Network, is they would see the agent that they just opted into to get more home value or homes list or whatever. They would start to see that person and develop a relationship with them, understanding why they like real estate. Second video is something educational. Video allows you to demonstrate your expertise. If you can really educate your audience and really build up that authority status with them, you become the number one person that they think about when they have a question, because you've been solving it with your video content. So as soon as somebody goes back to social media and Facebook, they already saw the why video. Now they're going to see the educational video. You're talking about the top 3 things to list your home or whatever, or the number one way to price your home, or the one thing you got to know about buying. Whatever it is, you're educating your audience and you're doing it automatically. Third video, maybe a testimonial. Fourth video might be you interviewing someone in your community. The point is, what was happening is we were now getting our agents in front of buyers and sellers without the agent ever having to actually have had a conversation with the person. And what happens is we started tapping into a little bit of psychology. This is something that's really common in celebrities. It's called a parasocial relationship. It's where one person builds a relationship with a character and the character has no idea the other person exists. And that happens historically, traditionally, through us watching TV and building relationships with celebrities. Well, now what's happening is, they've recently categorized influencers as the newest form of celebrity. We're building relationships with people here on the phone, and the celebrity or the influencer or the fill in the blank doesn't really even know we exist. This conversation is a great example of that. I didn't have a whole lot of insight into who you were. I super apologize before we got on here, but you knew a little bit of information about me, right?
Sure.
That's one example. I got to talk every time I ask people who their favorite celebrity is, they say The Rock. Well, do you know The Rock personally? No. Does The Rock know you? No. But, I think you get my point. We build these relationships with people that we know who they are. They don't know who we are. That's a parasocial relationship. The interesting thing is we've been programmed since we were little kids to develop relationships like this because one of our parents sat us down and said, hey, watch some cartoons. I got to vacuum the house. Hey, watch some cartoons because I got to work.
Yep.
Hey, leave me alone. You're annoying me. I got to do something else. Like we've been programmed since we were little to develop relationships this way. People we liked and people we hated. So now when you're putting your video content out there in front of a potential buyer or seller, they are literally hardwired to develop a relationship with you like this, which is why you can stop chasing leads because people are building a relationship with you. They're getting, quote, sold on you before they ever even actually speak to you. This is why it's so easy to sign listing agreements and buy.
It's a referral. It's almost a referral.
It's
right?
It's a cold lead that has been warmed up to the point that now they are a hot lead. And when you talk to that hot lead, they are ready to go. Exactly. Yes.
I love it, man. I love it. All right. So let's get down to the nitty gritty, man. You pitched us, you told us everything that is amazing about it. And I'm super intrigued. I'm going to do a lot more research. Let's get into some costs, man. What are the costs for this? How do we do it? Does it include ad spend? How does that all work?
Yeah. So, setting up a system like that is totally free. If you want to invest the time and energy to learn how to set up Facebook ads, anybody can do this. If you want somebody like me to do it for you, you want a platform like, not really me rather, but Witly, the platform we created to do it for you. A pro account, which is kind of our baseline, is $297 a month after a 2-week free trial. And that allows you to add up to 3 users. You get unlimited ads. It does not include any ad spend. That's separate. That's with Facebook. We profit $0 on that. And with that, you also get a marketing coach. So you get a technical support team to help you if you have any struggles. They teach you how to use the software. And then you get a marketing coach that coaches you on the lead gen strategies, the video strategies, the copywriting strategies, anything that you really are struggling with. We always tell people like, hey, look, we don't want you to be stuck doing marketing ever. So just ask a question if you need to know what kind of video to set up or whatever. And you have a marketing coach that you can book time to meet 20 or 30 minutes via Zoom with anytime that you want. So that's
a good piece right there, is that marketing coach. I think that's the secret medicine, because everybody's if you're in real estate, you've probably ran a Facebook ad or had somebody do it for you. And we always get the lead and then we don't know what to do with it, or, you know what I mean? So I think that is such a huge key point. That's huge.
It's been one of the most valued things because you can show somebody how to do all this stuff. The very last question is going to be, okay, what's my video got to be about?
Yeah, exactly.
What should my ads say? And being able to access somebody, not just a person, but our community also in real time to get feedback on the types of content you should be putting out there to convert is huge. And that's what I'm all about. Look, I was joking from stage. Oftentimes I tell people, my goal is to help you legally and ethically understand how to print as much money as you could possibly want to earn every single month. And, if my system doesn't help you do that, it's really not that valuable to you. So we have a lot of people dedicated to helping you understand how to generate leads, how to build a brand with video marketing, how to convert once you get people to start talking to you. And those marketing coaches are invaluable. It's unquestionable.
Huge.
If you are struggling and you don't know what to say or don't know what to do, and somebody can just step in 10 minutes and solve that problem, and they're available to you anytime you need the help, it's invaluable. It's unquestionable. I mean, we did a lot of calculations and research, and if you wanted to get the Witly service through like a marketing agency, if you were going to hire a marketing agency to do everything that Witly does for you, you'd have to invest around $1,500 a month plus your ad spend. And so because our software does most of the work for people, we don't need as many people on staff. And so it allows us to price our services at 10 to 20% of what you would need to invest to hire a marketing agency. And I think it's invaluable, 1,000%.
100%. All right, so you 297 Pro, then go to what's the next step, and what does it offer?
Then we have a team account. A team account allows you to add up to 10 people within your organization, and similarly, you get unlimited ads and you get unlimited access to an account manager. Every member of the team gets access to an account manager, and so we price our services based on your user base. So if you just have one, you're Pro account. If you have 10, you're a team, and then it just kind of grows up from there.
So do you guys, when you have this person that coaches somebody along, do they tell them, or do you have templates on what the ad should be, who you should target, all that type of stuff? Is that all automated?
For the most part, yeah. So what our account managers will do with people when they create an account is they'll have a strategy meeting with them and say, okay, what are your goals? What are you trying to accomplish? And then they will lay out a strategy and say, okay, well, you need to implement the Homes List lead generation campaign, build a custom audience, and you need to put 3 video remarketing campaigns in place. Here's exactly how Witly will do all this work for you. Go create your videos, come back, and then boom, you can get it done. And so they're laying out literally the exact strategy that person would need to go implement, so that there's no guessing. Like there's definitely no guessing when somebody's trying to use a system like ours. It's literally just step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and it's all customized to the desires of the individual that's talking to the account manager or the marketing coach. So we've got, through the last 8 years, I'm sure you can imagine, we've developed some strategies that pretty much work no matter where we run them. And so for us, it's not so much about what you should do or what you should say. It's more or less, what's your goal? How many leads per month? How many conversions per month? It's more or less asking those questions so we can lay out a more holistic strategy. I'm not just going to help you get leads. Like, I think that's one of the most irrelevant things that anybody could do. People bragging about getting 50 cent lead. Like, I think it's hilarious. Like, that does not matter.
It doesn't do anything for you.
I've never been able to cash a lead at the bank. Not even one time.
Yeah.
Names, email, and phone numbers. Names, email addresses, phone numbers. They're just opportunities. And the reason most agents are failing right now at converting is because they'll call the lead once, they'll text the lead once, they don't answer, they'll move on. Well, look, if your opportunities are cheap, you're probably gonna invest some cheap attention in them too. Mm-hmm. And so we just don't like doing that, man. We like making sure that we have systems in place that will follow those people everywhere they go on the internet until they decide to hire you. And our clients' conversion rates are proof that it's a very successful strategy.
I love it, man. Are you also advising how much lead spend and ad spend they should be doing per lead or whatever?
It's typically, what we like to figure out is not your cost per lead, but your cost per closing. We want to focus on the right metric. So if I can invest $500 into an advertising platform and I'm going to get one commission check, right? That means I paid $500 in advertising. I got one deal, one commission check. My cost per closing, cost per conversion was $500. Well, if you want to sell 3 homes a month and your cost per closing is $500, you simply spend $1,500 a month and you'll sell 3 houses a month. We like predictability. And so what we typically advise people to do is start at $300 per month and invest 60% of that budget into lead generation campaigns, and then invest 40% of that budget into remarketing campaigns. And if you do that, go for 90 days, figure out what's your cost per closing going to be. And when you find that number, literally just multiply it by your monthly goal and start spending that every month. You're going to sell 5 homes a month or 10 homes a month or 20 homes a month, whatever the goal is. And so for us, it's not so much about arbitrarily saying, go spend $500. It's, hey, let's figure out how much it's going to cost you to get a closing. It could take you 3 months to figure it out. It could take you 3 weeks. It could take you 3 years. I don't know. But let's go figure out what that number is going to look like and then ask, is this profitable? And in most cases, the answer is yes. Our clients are averaging an 800 to 1,500% return on investment. And then once we know that, then it's more or less, okay, we know that you want to sell 5 homes a month. we know that your cost per closing is $500. 500 times 5 is $2,500. That's your marketing budget. 60% of that goes towards lead gen, 40% goes towards your marketing campaigns, and you just continually scale that up. This is how companies go from paying Zillow $500 a month to paying them $40,000 a month, right? You're just scaling your budget based on your results. That's exactly what we teach people with social advertising is, come in, get your feet wet, figure out what your cost per closing is going to be, and then start to predictably scale that up based on what your cash flow can handle. I'm throwing out a ton of business terms. I know that some people may.
That's amazing.
But that's what our goal is figuring out, because like I said, if we can turn your business into this predictable client generating machine, and you can walk into the month of January 2021 knowing exactly how much money you would need to invest to sell, your goal, that's where we try to get people. That's our entire goal.
I love it, man. This has been super valuable. I learned a lot as well, and I know somebody else has learned a lot. So give me a website. Give me your phone number if you want someone to call you, or an email. How can they get a hold of you if they want to move forward with this system?
Yeah, you can go try it out for free. You get a 2-week free trial if you go to witly.net. It's witly.net. Go there and you can get a 2-week free trial and try it out. And once you create your account, it'll take you through a process of getting you on the phone with our support team, and we'll kind of get you off to the races.
I love it, man. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. And Grant Wise, man, you are the bomb, bro. Take care, man.
I appreciate you. Yeah, thank you.
All right.